Hello and welcome to the Bel-E Scratch podcast. I'm your host, Bel-E.
And I'm your co-host, Scratch.
And today, I'm tired. I have a headache.
We've been thinking a lot the past couple of days. Thinking, you know what I'm saying, man?
A lot of good.
Down on the West End.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff, though.
Thinking. I figured something out.
What?
You know, when you hear these English dialects on television.
Yeah.
And they say the word thinking.
Yeah.
And it always comes out thinking.
Yeah.
There's an F to it.
Yeah.
I think it had to do with the dialect was shaped by bad teeth.
I would not doubt that.
I have been trying to unlock this mystery.
It makes sense.
Of this English dialect.
Sure.
For quite some time. Because they'll say, you look at the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah.
I have to put things in terms of pop culture, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
To reach out to the kids today. Yo. But the Austin Powers, the thinking, and then he's saying the word thinking, TH, but it comes out the F.
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes from
bad teeth.
A couple of generations of bad teeth, where the TH comes out as an F.
No, sometimes it can, sometimes it starts out inconsequentially, like, bad teeth, lisping, stuttering, slurring almost. And then it'll just turn into a generational thing, and there you go. You just invented a new dialect. I remember this one time when I was working at the retail store, of which I shall not be named, not the really bad one, my first job, basically.
Oh, the meme stock legend?
Yeah, the meme stock legend store. Not the one that gave me, not the one that gave me trauma.
Right.
Yeah,
Very concentrated dose.
Very, here's the thing. I'm not a slouch, but you have to fucking try in order to make me quit a job.
You can take a beating.
Yeah, I can take a beating.
You can take a beating.
Look, I used to run a warehouse.
That's what's so crazy about it.
Yeah, here's the thing. I used to run the warehouse at my warehouse job. I was working with dudes. I was dressed like I was in a paramilitary, lifting shit up, getting harassed.
Box wrangler.
Yeah, I was the box wrangler.
Woo!
Had to chew out delivery folks. There was a couple times when some thieves kept running by the building, kept stealing shit from us and our neighbors. A couple times I've been threatened.
It's like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a fucking minute.
You don't know, before I got this job, I was a thug, right?
Yeah. And then I get into the job, and then I get to the massage parlor that gave me, and that was the one that made me go, man, fuck this, fuck you. Granted, it was tied into the soap opera that I didn't sign up for.
Some social bond.
Hypothetically, if I was not at the time friends and or dating the staff, I would have walked out of that shift. I would have just dropped all the credentials. I would not have texted anybody. I would not have called anybody. I would have just said, you know what? Everybody's gone. The only person left is me. And I got 2.5 hours till I'm gone. And all these people wanting to give me shit. Fuck off.
If it had been under more, less comfortable circumstances, there would have been some dental on the floor.
Oh, indeed. Here's the thing. The problem came from the fact that technically the massage parlor thing was a retail job. Retail equates to putting on a mask, being appealing, being a salesperson.
Well, you got to see the difference between pushing a product and pushing a service.
Correct.
Because the service is just a disaster.
The
customer has too much control.
I agree.
And that's okay if you want to say, I want what I pay for. I pay for what I want. I get it.
Yeah, I get that as the customer. But here's the thing. Sometimes the customer is not wrong, or sometimes the customer's not even rude. It's just they're stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
they don't think about how what they're asking for affects other people.
Yes, or they just don't think.
Well,
sometimes it's just they don't think.
There's this moral superiority that arrives in people when they start making decisions based on how they believe other people should interpret their actions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But here's the thing.
That's where these gaslighting psychos come from.
Yeah, that's where these Karens come from.
Karen?
Yeah. This is where Karens come from. Like, here's the thing. I don't remember the exact specifications of where the term "the customer is always right" comes from. I think the man that originally invented it, and you can probably look this guy up. I think it was originally supposed to be like whatever he was selling at the time. It may have been textiles or something. You know, he wanted to ensure he was giving his customers the best quality possible. And I can understand that. Again, I don't remember the exact context for why he decided to just thumb that one out.
Sure.
But
go ahead. It
is just cascaded. It went from it essentially went from going to It went from some sort of sign or declaration of quality in your product, and has basically been warped and twisted and cascaded into Karenhood.
Too many options.
It's
like a Jeep versus a car made today.
Yeah.
Own vehicles that are 20, 25, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And the vehicles made today, it's what it is what's the base model? Okay, all the options, bells, whistles, racketa.
Oh, I see.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
it corrupts the main idea.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just unnecessary.
And the main idea in its purest form is the most powerful. Then everything kind of moves away from it exponentially.
Well, yeah, that's just the nature of things.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You need to go take something?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I need to take alcohol, or not alcohol, if I need to take medicine or the alcohol will fix it for me. So we're about to see which one it's going to be. No, it's just a lot of pressure in the front of my face. I may have been staring at my phone for too long because of all the shit flying around today. But anyway.
Oh, I know what you need to do.
What?
It's an exercise to, if we get that on the post-production, a chin scratch.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So,
no, your eyes are tired.
Oh, I know my eyes are tired. I'm going to take a nap after this, but we just got to get this done.
What you have to do is, all right, kids, listen up.
This is how you
All right,
this.
So you put your palms of your hands over your eyes, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing it.
And me too.
Okay.
And you have to open your eyes, and it has to be total darkness.
Okay.
No light, total darkness. And then you just got to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
However long, you can do it more than once. 10, 20, 30 seconds, a minute, longer, whatever you want to do.
However you do.
Just have your palms over your eyes with your eyes open. This actually helps your eyes rest. Gives them kind of a break there. It's like a timeout on an extended NFL football game.
Whatever the hell that means.
All right. So, and then close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then take your hands away. And then slowly open your eyes.
All right. It fixed it a little bit.
It's a nice little eye break there.
Yeah, it fixed it a little bit.
Are you kids today staring at a screen all the time? multitasking bastards. Okay, listening to us while watching something. Yeah. Oh, hey, I'd rather watch you on video. Shut the fuck up. All right, just listen to us and watch whatever it is you want to watch. You know, you have to fill in where you can. You know what I'm saying? They're already watching something, these kids, so they might as well listen to us while they watch whatever it is they're watching.
All right, Gen Xer. I get it, bro. Chill.
Fuck you, Scooter. But seriously.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's a nice little exercise to rest your eyes. Give them a little break.
Yeah, like I said, I am definitely going to take a nap after this. Just, you know, I've just been staring at a computer because of the whole stuff flying around, which we may or may not get to. Trying to think.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, we were talking. I was talking about the. Let's see. Yeah, I was talking about the massage parlor and how, how I went from a warehouse job to, you know, where I had to be a thug to back to a retail environment, and I barely lasted a month.
It has to do with control.
Oh, I get that.
Okay, so you had control in the previous the warehouse job.
Yeah,
you didn't have control. You had control in the product end. You didn't have control in the service end, and that's what people. That's what everybody's fighting for. Everybody's fighting for control. The person that pulls up to the drive-thru,
sure,
and says, "I want a cheeseburger and fries." They want to be in control. I want what I want.
Yes.
And then the person on the other end is going, "You want a cheeseburger and fries?"
Yeah.
That's a question. Because they want to be in control. Everybody wants to be in control.
I get it.
And when it comes to product, and you know the product more than the customer, so you have control. But when it is a service based on, and I don't mean a service to like a house, like hanging gutters, but when you're involved in a type of service that has to do with the individual, then control ultimately is based on interpretation of the individual, and so they have control.
Sure.
And then that's when it gets ugly.
Indeed.
Because people become implacable.
People
used to show up. I'll tell you something. When I worked ER, I used to get it all the time. It's like, why can't you fix my life? Because that's not what we do.
No, we just make sure you keep your life.
You come to us for whatever it is, but all we ultimately do is like massage. You know, you were working at a massage place. Okay. Whoever that ditch digger is, we can't stop you from inflicting this type of inflammation on your system.
Indeed.
We can just help you get through it. So if you understand that as the worker, and a worker understands that. They understand that pain is a part of the process.
Sure. But the problem is...
And then there's people that think my life would be better if you guys would be better. But it doesn't have anything to do with the massage.
Yeah,
it's the individual.
Them. Yeah, I know.
It's them. Right.
You know, it's just...
So they're going to beat you to death. Listen to me. One time, I was working this ER in Ohio. Okay. And this lady brought her teenage daughter in. She was mom, late 30s, early 40s, teenage girl, 16 years old.
I don't like where this is going.
No, this is one of the more positive stories.
Okay, cool.
From our excursion in Ohio. And
it is an excursion.
It is an excursion, buddy. Let me tell you. She brought her in because she thought her daughter was having some kind of episode because her daughter was basically telling her to get out, and she didn't like it. So she thought something was wrong with her daughter. So she brought her to the hospital.
Okay.
Not because her daughter got hit by a car or got a paper cut or strained her taint. I don't know. Whatever kids do in Ohio.
I'd imagine what kids do in Ohio is find a way to get alcohol and set trash on fire. Kind of like in Jersey.
Wow. I had a pretty good line ready to drop, but that's better.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alcohol and burn trash.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Jersey.
Hey, watch out now. People in Jersey got long connections.
No, I get it.
Oh, man. Anyway.
I'm just saying, like, you know your people. You know what you guys do. So what the fuck happened to this ma and daughter thingamabob?
Mother-daughter thingamabob.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you said?
Ohio kids set trash on fire.
Yeah, Ohio said before that.
They get alcohol.
Before that.
I don't like where this is going.
Before that.
Wait, what happened with the mom-daughter thing? What happened? Did they work it out? Were they just having a fight and they were trying to get the ER technicians to fix that you guys
she brought her daughter in.
Okay.
And we assessed her. The doctor took a look at her. And I don't know if any tests were ordered. Anyway, everything calmed down. And there was nothing medically wrong with this child. So
that you just sent her on her way.
The doctor ordered the discharge. And we discharged the girl. So on the way home, the whole damn dramatic thing broke out again, right? On the way home.
Okay.
So mom spins the SUV around.
Okay.
Brings that child back to us.
Sure.
Bitching at us about how come we didn't fix her daughter.
When it's just some kind of spat between the two of them.
It was some kind of weird spat between the two of them.
Where I guess the daughter, she was faking a seizure so her mom would stop yelling at her?
No, they were having an argument.
Yeah?
The daughter was arguing with the mom. She was disagreeing with the mom.
She brought her daughter into the ER, not because the daughter was having some kind of psychosomatic episode or a seizure or an epilepsy or something that would warrant, high emotion, possible high adrenaline trigger thingamabob. Again, there could be numerous things that could set shit off. She brought her daughter to the ER where you and your cronies were.
That's a good word. I like that.
Simply because her daughter was being disagreeable and somehow she thought modern medicine could make her not disagreeable.
That was verbally...
What the actual fuck did you just tell me?
Oh, that's not the best part.
What is the best part?
The best part is we cleared her medically.
Sure.
Sent her out.
Of course.
And the whole damn thing erupted again on the way home.
Yeah.
And she spun around and brought her back to us.
Mm-hmm.
That is the decline of Western civilization. I don't care what anybody says. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy you ought to have seen this woman. She definitely was from an upper... they had it was an expensive SUV. That's what really got me. It's not like they pulled up in a jalopy truck from the Beverly Hillbillies or anything, right? She pulled up in a top of the line SUV. Oh, she came in. She had gold and diamonds on her.
And somehow she thought modern medicine could. Was she thinking that you guys were going to just sedate her and her daughter just be quiet?
No, we were some kind of Stepford Wives shit going on. I don't know.
This is
bitched at us, was raising hell at us like, hey, don't you know how to do your fucking job? It's like, lady,
we're not psychiatrists.
You're out of your damn mind, lady.
You guys are not psychiatrists. No.
It's crazy.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes the quote-unquote customer, you for healthcare, me, it's like retail and warehouse work.
Same thing.
Sometimes these people are rude. Sometimes they're just stupid. That is a perfect example of that. Another example of that is...
You know how to tell when somebody doesn't know they're stupid? They get louder. Sometimes.
What, when you try to tell them the correct answer, they just get louder? Fair enough.
It's like, God damn it.
Shit. No, excuse me. So, what had happened was, this should have been the first red flag that told me to get the hell out of that massage parlor.
It was like the first 15 minutes you were there?
No, unfortunately. Well, Well, number one, the thing.
What, you get like 2 good hours of bliss and then you get the shit kicked out of you? How'd that go?
Well, what had happened was the 2 biggest red flags for me. Okay, let's say. Let's phrase it. 3 biggest red flags. Flag number 1, I was actively dating a member of the staff. Don't fucking do that ever.
Don't do that.
I thought it'd be okay because we're all in like separate rooms. We're not talking to each other. You know, we all have a truce and agreement. No, fuck that.
No,
apparently, don't be best. Also, don't be best friends with the fucking manager of the place either. I don't mean best friends as in like you guys start working together and hey, you guys are kind of chill. I mean, if you're friends before you got hired to do a job,
right,
and they're in charge over you, don't.
Well,
because leadership makes people do fucked up things.
I'm gonna tell you now. I have done that. Not that I.
Sure.
And not really. I sure didn't have as non-positive of an experience as you did. Oh, that's terrible. I don't know what gets into people.
I don't either.
It's my biggest argument against being civilized. And I believe in civility.
Oh, no.
People. You know I do.
I know you do.
But
because
sometimes you just
no. I tell you what happened is
That's so crazy. Obviously, nobody has ever lost their shit on them before because if they had, they wouldn't pull a stunt like that.
Exactly. This is why I'm very kind and considerate to people in the service industry or just, customer service in general.
I just try to be aware.
Yeah, I just try to be aware.
Start there.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not mad at you, the person across from the counter, because you're not the one fucking my shit up. I just need to talk to the person that's going to fix the thing.
Yeah, I just want a solution, really.
Correct.
Just do. I do.
Yeah, okay.
Throw my steak back on the grill another 5 minutes and then bring it back out here, okay? I'm not complaining about it, just,
Just do it.
I'm not being a dick.
Yeah. just chill and do it. Red flag number 2, I never felt at ease when I was at that building at any point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was like buried on the Indian burial ground.
Yeah, that kind there's being nervous because it's your first couple of days and you're learning and you don't want to mess up versus when you have a pretty steady grip on what you're doing and you still can't find yourself getting comfortable.
Right.
That's bad. That's a bad sign right there. That's your brain trying to tell you something.
That's your gut telling you.
Yeah, that's your gut trying to tell you something when when you understand what to do, but for some reason you can't find rest.
Well, it's kind of like picking your head up when you're in the herd. Okay?
Exactly.
You don't necessarily see something, but something pulls your head up.
Yeah.
And take a good look around, okay? And don't short sell it. That's what a lot of people do. They dismiss it. Oh, I'm just being paranoid. No, your head's up for a reason. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it doesn't have merit. Mm-hmm. The fact that you pick your head up might make whatever it is go away.
Exactly. So don't ignore it.
Yeah, so don't ignore your instincts, people. Crying out loud.
Yeah, even with me at that warehouse job, the doors, the bay doors are open. I have a knife on my desk and a baseball bat under the desk. I still felt safe and secure and at ease, despite the fact that there could have been some ruffian coming in there being like, "Hey, give me your shit," give me your fucking wallet, which happened only once. And one of my coworkers went and got his shotgun out of his truck while I was talking to that guy. came in through one of the back doors and pointed at him.
I have not heard this story.
Yeah. All right. Little side detour. This is actually one of my favorite stories. I just don't talk about it because.
All right. Sure.
It's a little. It's a
good time to tell it now because she'll never hear it.
Good. So what had happened? So what had happened was Now, there's been every now and again, I've worked there just under this warehouse job, just under 3 years, running the warehouse portion. What had happened, basically, I wasn't officially the manager of the warehouse. I was just a manager by de facto because I was the only person in there doing anything.
Right.
And I felt in control. I had a big, large room by myself. You've seen it.
Right.
Sometimes I do miss it. Sometimes.
Sure.
Not all the time. So what had happened was, every now and again, we just get a slew of petty thieves who would try to, they would, like, go through all the mailboxes. One time they tried to break into our neighbor's shed where they kept all their power tools and, like, their John Deere lawnmower, because they were the landlord, so they took care of the property.
Effing crackheads.
Yeah, fucking crackheads is right.
Meth heads.
Yeah, ugh. Yeah, something. And the cops didn't do anything because it's those types of cops.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
The fuck are they going to do? Unless it's murder or something very felony-esque, like federal felony-esque, they're not really going to look into it.
Right.
So...
Has to have an obnoxious financial cost.
Correct. This was that type
it's not the cop. It's their superiors.
Yeah, basically.
They're just like, okay, well, whatever. Well, this one over here, this case is bigger, so work on that first.
Yeah, they try to go after all the big fish, but at the same time, it's like, look, all that little small fish talk is eventually going to boil over, and these motherfuckers are going to start thinking that they're large and in charge, start getting bold.
Right.
Like the story I'm about to tell you. It is like the end of the day, and it's the end of the day, and one of the main things
Wait a minute.
What?
Are you getting ready to tell everybody that somebody tried to jack your warehouse?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Give me a minute. Don't get weird. It's been a couple months.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I know you are. So what had happened was, like I said, the main thing I liked most about this job was I can do my job and then go sit down at the desk and, like, watch X-Files or some shit on my laptop that I would bring with me.
Sure.
Because there was not a lot to do.
Right.
To be fair, because I had all my stuff in order.
Right.
So what had happened is it was around like 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's starting to get to the point where we're all just gonna, like, fuck it and just leave.
It's closing time.
Closing time. I had somewhere else to be that night. And I'm just at the desk, just watching everything, just watching, my laptop. Some fucking dude just walks in off the dock. Some dude just comes in through the bay door.
Some random guy.
Some random dude. Very shifty. There was no there was no way this dude was like a delivery guy.
Did he smell?
He was far enough away. He didn't get close.
I just wonder if he was swifty.
He looked swifty.
Did he look swifty?
He looked a little swifty.
A little swifty.
A little
okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
He didn't get real close. Like, there was no physical altercation. There was no fight breaking out. It was just this dude comes in through the bay door.
Oh, he didn't come in and threaten you. He came in with a suggestion.
No, there was a threat. No, there was a threat. He just didn't get close enough to make it.
He was not holding a weapon?
Oh, he was.
What was he holding?
He was like a little 2-inch knife.
Oh. Oh.
Like a little itty-bitty 2-inch knife. Something that you'd use to, like, open your letter. And, well, it wasn't a letter opener, but you could feasibly use it as a letter opener.
You're killing me.
I'm sorry, man.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this shifty motherfucker comes in through the bay door, scraggly hair, was not healthy looking, and
you could have
and I'm like, yeah, you picking something up or something? Like, there was boxes on the dock, but no.
He looked so bad you could have de-armed him with a sandwich.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, this guy was not in the best of shape. I wasn't fighting Vin Diesel or anything like that.
God.
This is what I mean by letting the small fry get away with shit. They start thinking they're Billy Badass.
people get desperate.
I know they do.
Shit.
So what had happened was there was boxes on the dock.
Right.
He didn't go for that.
Because they were too heavy, right?
I didn't know. Some of them weren't. Now, granted,
where the hell did he think he was?
I don't fucking know.
What's he going to tote out of there?
He was
a
like,
fucking, a microwave.
He was smack dab in the middle of the fucking business park that I used to work at near the highway. I don't know if he could fence the shit he would have stolen from us.
People were crying out loud. If you're going to steal something, don't be high when you do it. I mean, come on.
I don't fucking know what the problem was. I mean,
what do you think's in there? You got boxes as big as washing machines. What the hell is he going to walk out of there?
We had boxes as small as 6 cubes, but they're not filled with anything valuable.
Saying. Exactly.
We were selling, dude, we shipped cables and bump bars and Exceeds and Epics, and I don't know how the fuck you would be able to fence it, but we're not exactly rolling in high detail. Honestly, the only thing he could have feasibly stolen and fenced was the TV monitors for the back kitchen. Because they're still TVs.
Maybe the coffee maker in the break room.
I don't fucking know. But if there was a place you would feasibly do, knock off, could knock over.
Right.
It wasn't us,
Right.
So we're just not that type of company. We're not selling, high, we weren't sending out high.
You're not an import-export diamond company or anything like that.
We did not have, no importing,
as a matter of fact,
exporting.
when it comes to value,
yeah,
and not to dismiss the service that you were engaged in because it kept this country going, but you worked for a company that fixed machines that helped restaurants operate.
Yes.
Their cash payment billing systems.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were an integral part of feeding people that could not feed themselves.
Yes.
Prior to and during the panini.
Yes.
Okay. So you are a very important part of that dynamic. However.
Don't I feel fucking essential right now? I'm sorry, guys. It's Shark Week.
They frisked you at the military barricade.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm also on my Shark Week. I'm a little snappy.
Oh, snappy.
Yeah. So what had happened was this dude walks in. I'm sitting at my desk. He does not look like the FedEx man.
You knew as soon as you saw him without a hand truck, he was in trouble.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know where the fuck you think you are. But I said to him, hello, can I help you?
Civility.
Civility. I've got my...
And he's holding a knife.
No, he pulls it out.
Oh, he pulls it... Oh, okay, after?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's your fault then.
The fuck you mean it's my fault?
It's like inviting a vampire into your house. You asked him what he wanted.
Yeah, because that's protocol.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, and
so he pulls.
He doesn't say anything first. He just pulls the knife out first.
No, he says it as he pulls it out. He's
all right, what's he say?
He's like, "Give me your wallet. Where's all the cash?
Where's all the cash?"
And I'm looking at this. And here's the thing: I got the bat under the desk, and I'm reaching for it. The bat that I have.
Oh my God, he is about to get fucked up, buddy.
The bat that I have in my car, which I'm so happy I found that bat. It's a Louisville Slugger bat, so it's some top tier shit.
How could you hold this story from me?
Because I wanted to wait until the dust had settled.
Oh. Next.
Stop laughing at it.
I can't. It's beautiful.
So he pulls out this little 2-inch knife. He's like, "Give me your wallet. Where's all the cash you guys got?" Because granted, we don't have anything that could be fenced, but we move a lot of high volume, so I'm assuming this dude made some kind of connection.
Well, it's not like somebody walks in and out of there with a
cheesed head
suitcase.
I don't
chained to the wrist or anything.
Hey,
you guys don't deal in cash.
No, we don't.
You don't.
Like I said,
you're not a retail store for the public.
No, we're a fucking warehouse that sells shit to help fix, restaurants.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, I almost said some label
Companies buy from you, not people.
Yeah. So
there's no cash. You guys got contracts.
Except what's in our wallets. That's it.
Yeah.
So
there's no money that passes. You don't have anything to do with the finances over there.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Not at all.
Yeah. So, I start reaching for the Louisville Slugger bat. He doesn't move. And I'm trying to keep this guy talking. Right. Cause there's no silent alarm under my desk that goes to the lab out front. It's just me. Right. So I'm reaching under the desk and I'm trying to keep this guy talking. And I was like, motherfucker, what cash are you talking about? Get on out of here. Go on, get. like he's a fucking dog.
Like a stray dog. Get on out of here.
Yeah, get on out of here.
Oh, man.
I hear the door open because there's a little squeak. He kind of shifts his eyes in that direction. I'm keeping my eyes on him, but I tilt my head so I can use my peripheral vision. I see a faint shadow of one of my coworkers, and they immediately close the door. And I'm like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, God.
That was my first response.
You think you've been abandoned?
Yeah. I don't get mad. I'm just like...
Oh, that's awful.
But...
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
Then?
So what had happened was the dude looks back at me. He actually raises the knife up to, like, his face, pointing at me threateningly. Because I guess whatever that interaction at that door just blew out of his head.
It empowered him.
I don't know what, I guess. And he's like, give me your wallet. Where's the cash at?
Oh, it hurt him up. Yeah.
I've got the bat in my hand, but he doesn't see it yet. And I'm trying to shoo him away, give him like one last chance before I get up. Not even 5 minutes later, that door bursts open. I don't mean burst as in open. I mean burst as in he fucking kicked it open. And my other coworker, who I know, who's like one of the, he's like the one gun nut that works at my building. Right. He apparently, coworker A that initially opened the door and then closed it. Right. Went to coworker B, because coworker B is packing heat.
Someone who supported the Second Amendment.
Correct.
All right.
Coworker B apparently ran out to his car, pulled out his 12 gauge, kicked the door open to my warehouse, ran forward with the gun up. Oh. And chased that stupid motherfucker, that stupid little bitch, off the dock and into the road and out of sight.
Oh, he had both hands on the gun the whole time,
yes.
Did he? Okay. Ooh.
Landlord.
I just wanted to make sure.
Landlord's
some of these gun nuts, man.
I know. Landlord's called the cops.
Oh, that is...
Cops didn't come.
Well.
At all.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was like...
3 years ago?
Oh, no, not 3 years ago. Shit.
It wasn't during the panini.
Oh, right? No, it was after the panini.
Oh, after?
Yeah, okay. It was like Christmas of the panini. And I had like Christmas time panini, and I had like dance shit to get ready for. So.
Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah. And somehow the massage parlor job gave me more trauma to put things into perspective.
Well, Something to be said for that.
Yeah, exactly. Because in the warehouse, I had lost all sense of being civil. Well, not being civil, just having like a straight. I lost my retail edge. The retail poker face.
Right.
That was kind of that was something.
No, situations will drive you to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happens is, okay, so you have all this restraint and you can keep it under wraps when you first start doing it, and then it wears you out, and then you lose it and you don't have it. But if you stay in it long enough, you eventually return to that.
Sure.
Because you understand that everything that's going on is way outside of your control.
Indeed.
And you find a certain amount of peace with it. Yeah. And you understand that if you continue to try to carry it, it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
So you have to let that part go and just do your job to the best of your abilities, and let that be your
and then there's jobs
reward.
like
that's it.
Yeah, and then there's jobs like what I did where there was no front-facing customer aspect. There was just, telling people straight up what the problem is. Like, we can't do this, or we will do this.
Right.
There's no chance. There's no opportunity to try to kiss up to somebody.
Right.
There's no, except for the higher ups who, I don't want to talk about them.
Sure.
There was no one you had to worry about, being implacable.
Right.
There was just, okay, there's this new problem. How do we solve this problem?
Well, see, that's exactly why you have to be very specific about presenting expectations.
Exactly.
You really do.
Yeah, and with the massage parlor job, because it was just back to retail, it was...
And it's also why that's also why during customer service type of exchanges, you don't debate and you don't negotiate. These are the rules.
Yeah, these are the rules.
I didn't make them.
Yeah.
And as long as you operate within these rules, you and I can get along finally. If not, then we can't help you have a good day.
Yeah, and that's what I what I did in my first retail job, but at the massage parlor, I got punished for doing that by saying, these are the rules, I did not make them, if they are not suitable to your liking, then we can't help you. But somehow it's like, no, you can't do that. Why the fuck not?
There's this weird dynamic about people trying to outcool each other.
Yeah.
And they will, it's like, hey, we ordered the blankety blank off the menu over here at Coffee McJerky's.
Yeah.
And, they all kind of push it in each other's face.
Sure.
So they get the other person to go over and get the
whatever
Coffee McJerky off the menu because they're too cool not to have it. And there are businesses that think that you can operate that way, but you won't thrive, and sooner or later it will be your downfall. You have to have a specific set of what you offer. And a specific set of guidelines regarding each offer, and that has to be it.
And that's fine. That's a business.
Nothing. That's a business.
Yeah.
Okay. It's when you begin to bend over backwards for things.
Karens.
For Karens. And that's what they're built for, okay?
Yeah.
They don't care if they destroy you.
They just want what they want.
They just want what they want.
Yeah, it's not a matter.
It doesn't have anything to do with ideology. It is purely selfishness.
Childishness. Not childlike, childish. There's a difference.
There's a huge difference.
So, one last thing. The red flag, the final initial red flag of the massage parlor was the person that had been working for the company in general, not that specific spot. She told me a story.
Yeah.
That was so ludicrous that if it wasn't for the fact that I had to deal with something eerily similar-ish in the first retail job I ever did, the meme lord chart topper.
Yeah.
I would not have believed her. She had to deal with this middle-aged woman, the potential Karen age, although Karens could be any age, let's face it.
True.
Middle-aged people are just the most common. So this lady walks in there, and she's saying that she wanted a gift card,
Right.
And this person who was training me, ringing them up, hey, you want this service? This service costs like $300, and that doesn't include the 20% gratuity because it is custom to pay your massage therapist a shit ton of money on the way out.
Sure.
Which, hey, that's fine. I respect it. You got to make a living somehow. It's not physical therapist. Massage therapist is an oddly physically demanding job, even though you think it wouldn't be. But I respect that. So the total comes up to like, I don't know, $360, like across the board at this place for whatever the service is.
Right.
Then they get to the part, hey, you want to pay, cash or card, that stuff. Name on file. And this lady goes, how the hell did she put it? This lady, she apparently goes like, oh, I'll just take the gift card. And the person training me goes, no, you can't pay a gift card with other gift cards. It's non-transferable that way. It just would have to be cash or card. And the lady's like, no, it's just the gift card. I just need the gift card. And the person training is going, do you need me to transfer the gift card that you have to another person's name? And the lady goes, the Karen, now turning into a Karen, goes, no, it is a gift.
Right.
It's a gift. And then the person training me goes, do you think, she basically goes, do you think that you don't have to pay for the service, that it's just a gift? And this lady could not comprehend. She thinks she was just getting the service as a gift to her.
Right.
That she didn't have to pay for it because it's a gift.
Yeah.
And when she told me that, it's like, wait, what? She just expected you to give her like $360-ish of just free stuff because she thought it was a gift and you could just ask for it.
Was she trading in a gift card?
No. No.
How did she?
She was not going to make a payment because she thought it was a gift to her.
She was like a gift. Oh, okay, I want to get myself a gift.
Yeah. And because it has the word gift on it, you don't have to pay for it. Does it make it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See?
She was completely dressed, right?
Oh, yeah.
She drove herself there?
Yep, apparently.
Probably a member of some kind of school board.
Possibly.
In Virginia.
Ugh. More like Alabama.
Virginia, trust me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
With bleached roots. Anyway, Karen.
But you get what I mean. That was the other. Crazy. Yeah, that was the other red flag. I should have just gotten up and walked out. But again, me at the time being friends with the manager and actually dating someone in the back house.
Fuck this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Since then, I have basically. Since that incident, I basically said to myself, if standing up for me burns a bridge, fuck that bridge.
I'm telling you something. I don't know how people sleep at night.
I don't either.
I don't.
I don't either.
I mean, customer service has destroyed healthcare.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You are
destroyed
definitely the main person that would be able to testify about that.
So, I don't see how upper level managers just deal with this. I can't go to bed owning a mess like that.
This is also
That's what's kept me out of the field, out of the management field.
This is also why people who have the capacity to work their jobs at home want to stay there, not just because of avoiding the Karens and shit, but also because it effectively renders middle management useless.
All right, people, let's look at success.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at success.
All right.
Okay. Who are the richest people in the world?
I don't want to name them.
All right. Let's look at Papa Musk.
All right.
Does he listen to critics?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Sure.
Gordon Ramsay, culinary. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
He has carved out his success based on, I know it's good.
Yeah.
This is the product.
Yes.
I'll listen to what you have to say.
Sure.
But if it's just criticism, you get to a point where you can understand this, people. As you get older, you understand criticism for the sake of criticism.
Yeah.
That's right. No bitching if you ain't pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's something I raised you and bro on.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that want to bitch about everything, but they don't got no solutions, which ultimately means if you don't have a solution, then you don't have a problem with what's going on. Because the only way you can have a problem with what is going on is if you have a possible solution. I didn't say the solution. I said possible solution.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, then you're just bitching for the sake of bitching.
Yeah.
And you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is childish right there.
That's right. If you want to come to me and say, I don't like the way this is operating, consider this idea here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I will listen to you, but I'm not gonna listen to just complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there are people in this world, and they don't understand how far outside the norm that they are, because this is the language that they have been raised on.
And ultimately, there's really no way of wrangling them back in.
Not unless they become self-aware.
Which, that's an act of God right there.
Which can happen, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And until they become self-aware, until you understand that you complain about everything, but you don't have a solution, you don't have a suggestion, or you don't want to take you don't mind being labeled by your criticism of people.
Sure.
But you ain't got the stones or the backbone to take responsibility for suggesting a possible solution.
And on top of that, they get pissed off at you for saying that to them. Yeah.
Which, to me, I would. That's the kiss of death.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
the kiss of death. That's
like, oh, okay. I said that because maybe I could jog you a little bit.
Sure.
Maybe you got something in there.
Yeah.
That you're insecure about. And you don't want to let out.
But if you're just going to be an asshole on top of being an asshole,
right,
then that, to me, that basically says, okay, not only do I not have to listen to literally anything you have to say for the rest of the time that I know you. Like, they could somehow stumble upon the cure for cancer.
Right.
But I'm not going to listen to you. And two, that is also the death knell of, oh... Bye. You see that toxic person? We're walking the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way.
Well,
toxic person, walk the other way.
You have to. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. You have to be willing to be transparent. You have to be willing to fail, and you have to be willing to look foolish.
Indeed.
Because when you take leadership in any way, shape, or form, you are going to look foolish at a point or a time.
You're gonna mess up, and that's okay.
You're gonna mess up, and that's okay. Take it with humility, and you have to you have to believe, and and believe. To me, belief comes from work put in.
That's fair.
You know, it's like when it's just like something we're involved in. 6 years ago, I would be less confident than what we're involved in trading.
Of course.
It's been 12 years. So I'm a little more confident now than I would have been 6 years ago.
Yeah.
When I played football, I was obnoxiously like, oh my God, people hated my guts. I was, I'm not going to say overconfident because I put a lot of work in. I lived in the weight room. I ran every day. Okay. Every day, even on Sundays, crawling over a fence at a high school to go run stadium steps, after I had been to church and had the meal with my family and, taking a nap on my grandma's couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sounds about right.
So I was very confident because I had put the work in. There's a difference between that type of confidence and people who have not put the work in.
Indeed.
Where it's empty and they're loud because they're trying to beat you into submission, beat you into believing that they have, that they're, but in their spirit, up. Right, exactly. In their spirit, they know they have not paid the price for the level they are trying to obtain.
Yeah.
And it comes across in the tone of their voice, their actions, and ultimately just their spirit. It really does, where they haven't put in. And they'll try to bully you and intimidate you. Yeah. And you just have to hold fast.
Yeah, there's no shame in asking for help as well.
No, there's not.
Like, I have
put the work in or shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Me as a personal trainer, and I'm so happy that I am. Like, I would do it for nothing because I just enjoy it.
Cool.
But I am, compared to you and most other folk, I'm just relatively inexperienced in the weight room. I know the process that works, but not a whole lot of branching out. I don't know any, I don't know any obscure old techniques on how, to do hit this one part of your tricep or something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Those guys. You're one of those guys, technically.
Right.
And I have one client, I don't know if she'll do it, but I wouldn't stop her if she decided to flip that switch of, basically she wanted to get competition ready.
Right.
And, of course, I'm all for it. I am 100% there for it.
Right.
But, for me, the main thing that I know right now in my personal training career is I know how to get weight off of you.
Right.
Which is very important.
It is.
You
have, yeah.
Yeah. That's almost a half of your mission as a personal trainer is to get weight off of people, if not more than half.
Right.
Then there's putting muscle on you, which is something I kind of sort of know about. You obviously know more about that.
Yeah.
And then there's getting ready for the big old muscle flexing competition. I don't know shit about how to do that. But if my client, this client in particular, whom I love to death, she is an incredibly good friend of mine.
Right.
Like, not just as a trainer. Like, I've known her for a couple years before I became a trainer, so. If she decided to flip that switch, I'm going immediately to my boss and I'm gonna say, hey, my client wants to get ready for a competition. How do I do that?
Yeah.
And I just write down everything she says. Because my boss has been a trainer for 20 years.
Right.
Because
she probably competed at one time.
I would not doubt.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I would not doubt it. So she would know. And if somehow, miraculously, she didn't know, I'm going to go to the guy that runs the whole joint.
Right.
Because he would.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would.
That guy that runs the gym that I'm in, like the whole branch, the whole shebang, not just the place I'm at, he would know. I would go track him down. I'd say, hey, I technically work for you at this location. One of my clients wants to do this. How do I effectively put someone in competition ready shape? And I just have like a composition book and a pencil right there.
Yeah.
I just go in, not even call ahead, just be like, I need information now, today.
Yeah, he definitely know.
Yeah. He probably wouldn't even get mad me just barging in there either.
No.
I don't think he would.
I don't know. He doesn't have the personality for it.
No. So, I get the whole, lack of confidence in something that you're new at or not, you don't think that you're good at, but there's no shame in asking for help.
No.
I've learned that very early on. And while sometimes I don't do it, I know the option is there.
It's good to know you got help.
Indeed. Thank God. So.
Well.
Okay, I think the problem is that I'm hot and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I think that's part of the problem. But it's okay. We got a couple more minutes anyway. All right, I'm starting to run.
We pull something out of the hat.
Well, yeah, let's do Wheel of Death. We hadn't done a Wheel of Death in a while. All right, everybody, it is time for the Bel-E Scratch podcast. One of our favorite games to play, Wheel of Death.
I'm sorry.
Ding,
ding. Yeah,
don't worry. Once you get the thing, it'll probably be easier.
I'm talking about my teeth.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I didn't write anything on the back because I got a brand new Post-it sheet. I think this says screenwriting, but I'm not sure. Screenwriting equivalent of clickbait. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. Chocolat, the movie. Ooh, I love that movie. Let's see, The Young Ones, Sid and Nancy, still have not seen that. Polyamory, Dracula, Immortality, The X-Files, still have not seen the fucking movie that bridges the god damn it. Generation X, not sure if it's talking about your generation or the WWF, WWE duo. Energy Vampires, Fractals, that's totally different from what we're involved in. Still have no fucking idea what that's about. Monetize the Pain, Monetize the Insanity, The Witch, also the movie. Zero Sum Game, not another teen movie. Women be shopping, guys be hunting. No News is bad news, nothing to talk about, plenty to say. Keith Richards and a round of canned, panned, or grand. So those are the fucking options. It has been so long since I've written some of these down that I don't remember.
I remember the original genesis of the idea.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay. I vaguely remember this stuff.
Well, we've been on a pretty good tear lately, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Okay, the only one that I remember having any context over... Okay, let's see. Screenwriting equivalent...
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah, let's see. The screenwriting equivalent of clickbait. I can't remember what the fuck that one was about. The only one that I feel comfortable talking about... Because most of these I either don't remember the context in which I had to write this down, but then again, I'm a little tipsy, but my headache is slowly going away, so that's not a terrible thing.
Yeah.
One or two of these, like the polyamory one, I'm definitely going to piss some people off because I have some newly formed and strong opinions. So I don't want to get into that right this second.
All right.
I need more alcohol for that. And the only ones I feel kind of the only ones I kind of feel kind of okay with is just talking about the movie Chocolate or a round of canned, panned, and grand, which theoretically we could squeeze in chocolate into canned, panned, and grand.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, so I guess we'll do that then. All right, I guess we're gonna play also a game of canned, panned, and grand that I don't fucking remember the rules of.
It was pick three.
Pick three. Pick three things. It doesn't have to be movies or anything. I remember grand was like shit that is awesome.
Like chocolate would be grand.
Yeah, chocolate is my grand, you see. Like, we could either share opinions or have, like, our own opinions. That's fine. Canned, I think, is, stuff that's on right now that needs to get erased.
Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah, so that would be your canned.
That is an abomination.
Panned, I think, was, I'm
not a suicide advocate, but...
No, I know. Just the movie.
Oh. No, I meant for people. Whoever's involved in that project.
We'll talk about it. So, Panned, I think...
Panned is, pandering. Pandering.
No, it wasn't pandering. It was something that needed.
Suicide Squad 2 didn't pander. It was just bad.
Yeah. Shit, I cannot.
Listen, oh, hey, that is a fantastic dynamic.
What?
It was so bad it didn't even appeal to woke people.
Ooh.
Ooh. You understand what I'm saying?
Ooh.
That's how bad it was. It had no redeeming qualities.
Shit. Shit,
it was a disgrace.
I gotta write down the fucking rules of canned, pan, and grand because I cannot remember what panned was supposed to be. Wait, hang on.
Pandering.
It was not pandering. It was shit. God, it's been so long since we played this game. Fuck. Like grand is obvious.
Right.
Either canned, I think...
Canned is obvious, too.
Canned is something like that's currently on and needs to just stop.
Right.
I think panned is something that should have never existed to begin with. Or something that...
well, then I'd say,
Or,
whatever's the lowest tier.
Let's see. Canned is something that needs to be canceled or erased. Panned could be something that we think is good, but no one else seems to think it was.
Can't remember.
But you know what? Let's just go with that for right now. Fuck it. Let's just go with that because we ain't gonna look it up, and I'm just gonna write this shit down. Okay.
Sure.
Canned. Okay, where's my pen? Canned is something that needs to die in a hole and not come back out.
Yep.
So, as I'm writing this shit down...
I'm trying not to suggest that those associated with its production be added to that which is buried. However...
Yeah, you go ahead and keep talking. I'm going to write this shit down because I'm tired of forgetting.
Really bad. Suicide Squad 2 is so bad in a way that I can't even fit inside my head. I mean, you need to watch it. It's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Idris's character, I see what they did with Cena's character. They've turned that in. He's going to be doing a series.
I've actually heard a lot of good things about the Suicide Squad series.
Well,
oddly enough.
It works within the parameters of what they're trying to do with John Cena's character. But Idris's character, who was like the serious Will Smith guy.
Yes.
And those two competing for screen time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have two equally opposing perspectives based on those characters coming into the scene in front of you. And, the movie's already bad, so obviously you're going to shade toward, Cena and his campy, soon-to-be TV, version of Batman from the 60s. That campy hee-hee, ho-ho-ho.
Yeah, except he fucking kills people.
Yeah. And then you have the aspect of Idris's character that was trying to be like serious, dramatic. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's so bad. And the action,
it's a waste.
and the story parameters are the same, It's like, they're trying to destroy the world.
So let's get all the supervillains to go fix the problem.
And part of it is, oh my God, like DC. The thing, honestly and truly, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the DC movie where. Which one was it? Where it was the death of Superman, where they all came together in the, kind of like the. It
wasn't Justice League.
It was the Justice League.
I think so.
Yeah.
I got some.
I'm telling you, based on the original series, it was really good.
I got some shit to talk about that.
Well, there was just this great realism to it, but then Suicide Squad came around, and if you're going to do that type of camping, it's hard to be campy about that type of stuff, but you need to really do it well if you're going to even make an attempt.
I will say,
absolutely sucked at it.
I will say this about like Cena and his acting. I will say this. Here's the thing: Cena is a wrestler.
Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. They got him They got him opposite someone who is like Oscar caliber, James Bond consideration type talent.
And yet Cena is the superior one.
And Cena's going to end up coming out on the positive end.
But no. Listen to me. I know it's not going to... listen.
No.
Listen.
Yeah.
Cena's a wrestler. Yeah. So if there is like one emotion those guys have to nail, it's intensity.
Yeah.
Because wrestlers are basically the WWE is the soap opera of sports. And so is New Japan Wrestling, but I'm talking about North American media at the moment. So when they're upset, they're really upset. When they're sad, they're really sad. When they're happy, they're
right. I mean,
ecstatic.
he's the comic book.
Yeah,
but you have to figure out
a comic book movie.
Well, look at the Justice League. The comic book element was the Flash.
Yes.
And the Flash, character-wise, has always kind of been the more comic-y, booky, kind of ookie-dookie kind of thing.
I'm just saying that...
you know, Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman, they're all in these real... life scenarios and situations, and Flash has to be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but John Cena is just off the deep end over here, and that's fine if that's where they're going.
But the movie itself is off the fucking deep end. That's
the whole thing. It's a dumpster fire unlike anything I've seen.
Fits. I'm not advocating.
So bad.
I'm not advocating that this is a good movie, but he fits because it's so whacked out, insane. He fits right along with it. There is no subtlety in Suicide Squad.
What I can't figure out is the people that sign off on it.
I don't fucking know either.
This is
but
ready
you know
to market.
what?
And you're like, what?
Yeah, but you know what?
They're going to be cutting their losses or something. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm happy for John Cena for at least trying to make a career of himself.
Sure.
Idris needs to be the next James Bond, or I'm going to throw shit against the wall.
It's either him or Tom Hardy. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
One of them.
Pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
But they'll both be good.
They'll both be good, regardless.
Yeah, I will thirst after both of them. It doesn't matter. Real quick, my canned things that need to... Basically, I've made it really broad so we can talk about anything. It does not have to be movies or media. It can be anything.
Right.
My canned is Josh Sweden. That motherfucker needs to get buried into a meteor crater.
Didn't some weird article come out this week about him?
He just
exchanging fluids with all these people. On previous set.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The worst thing.
Is he like?
No. Here's the thing. The worst thing you can do when a shitstorm is raging about you, is to open your mouth and talk. To confirm. It's better to have people think you're a fool than for you to open your mouth and prove it.
Yeah.
He opened his mouth and proved it.
Really?
He essentially, without going into details, he basically proved that he was a narcissist, serial adulterer, cheated on his wife about half a hundred times, apparently.
Serial adulterer covers that.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, what we have discovered in this little interview of his that he thought was going to save his career, we learned that he is a big-time narcissist.
Yeah, because he didn't lose any time. If he came out with a response already, he didn't lose any time.
He basically is now being portrayed as not only sexist but racist against Miss Gal Gadot by saying that she doesn't understand me because English isn't her first language, and somehow that
turned into anti-Semitism because she's Jewish.
Because she's Hebrew Jewish, like from Israel.
Israeli.
She's Israeli.
She's an Israeli.
Yeah. So theoretically, she actually does have the capacity to like just fucking kill him because that's how they train their folk. 2 years in their military minimum.
Right.
I don't make the rules. That's how they operate.
That's their business.
That's their business. I'm just saying. That's how she is, probably. Right. We also learned that he's a hoe.
Yeah.
He's basically a hoe.
Well, they're all hoes. I mean,
know
for
they're all
crying out
hoes.
loud, I'm tired of all this stuff. These
I know.
they're all in open marriages. Get over yourselves.
Fuck that. Yeah, it's just appearances. Let's face it. So it's more like political marriages at this point.
Yeah, it really is, and that's a shame.
And I'm just like, you motherfucker, you made Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love that show, and I want you to go away, man. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, dude, just stop
possible.
talking.
Well,
you're desecrating.
Non-perfect people make good stuff sometimes.
I'm just like, yeah, exactly. No, I know. I know that terrible people can make great art. I'm not abolishing that. I'm just like, you see, you're talking. You need to shut the fuck up because
shut up.
Just shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Because everybody who has an opinion about you are going to twist your words to support their perspective.
So just shut up.
Just shut up.
All right.
Don't give them any gas.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Pan, things that we like but no one else seems to.
I don't know. I've been kind of on the popularity train lately.
Yeah. We like crypto.
I like crypto.
No one likes crypto.
Oh, so, because you saw my aunt try to talk us out of the crypto yesterday, right? She was like, oh, you got to be careful about that stuff. It's kind of dangerous. Yeah, that stuff's kind of, trust me, I know.
Shut up, woman.
And, I put a little time in. I'm not betting the house.
Yeah.
And
no, I've been in contact with your mom, my grandma, because she's been having some issues. We're not going to go into it.
No.
Because it's too late in the podcast anyway. So
too late.
So basically, I've had to see your aunt a lot, and I do love her. She is a good woman, but I want her to shut the hell up.
Just shut up.
It's like, hey, no, shut your mouth, shut up, shut your mouth. You do not contribute anything.
Didn't know how.
And it's like...
I don't mean that in a mean way.
No, it's just like, we know.
It's how you know she's breathing.
Yeah.
My mother's the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's not telling somebody what to do.
Exactly.
She's not alive.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess the fact that... Yeah, plus there's this stigma about, like, if you're talking to... there's, like, this stigma and all this stuff about, this thing that I keep running into as a chick. I'm being told that, a red flag in a guy you might be dating or thinking about dating is when he starts dive bombing into cryptos and NFTs. And it's like, why the fuck is that a red flag?
Right.
I can see why it can turn into a red flag if they don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're irresponsible with their money and they're not disciplined. But if they're learning and they know they're learning, or if they genuinely do know what they're talking about, they're making their living off of it and they're successful at it, these two options here, why is it a red flag?
I would say that people who talk more about it.
Yeah.
In other words, I think the more successful you are, the less you'll talk about it, to a point.
The most I would talk about it is I would tell people that it is something worth looking into. I wouldn't say, I would not tell them what to buy or what to look for. I would not offer advice unsolicited. But I would say it's not worth discounting. Don't discount it.
I would let them ask me about something, and I would look at it.
Yes.
I would not offer.
Yeah, but if I'm just talking to friends and the subject comes up, I would tell them to not discount it. But that's all I would do. Right. I wouldn't be talking up a storm like, oh, Bitcoin and Ethereum's doing this. Ooh, I don't do that.
Crypto's in a big bubble right now. Ooh. The whole stock market's in a big bubble right now.
Yeah, we're just waiting on that one.
It is deflating as we speak. The Dow's rolling over. The NASDAQ's rolling over. The S&P will roll over.
There was a death cross the other day.
Yeah. And so crypto will too. The only question is very hard to make money right now unless you can short, and we're
working on it.
We're working on it.
Because, we're tenacious. Yeah. We're going to figure it out. And we got plenty of time to do it.
Got plenty of time to do it. So in the next couple of months, I'm glad you brought that up. I read an article today that said that what we're getting ready to experience.
Please, not another recession.
No, this bear market.
Yeah.
It may be a couple of months. It may be 6 months. I don't know. I doubt it'll be. The bear market that came from 2008 lasted about 13 months.
Give or take.
I don't think.
So
I hope what we're going through doesn't cause
another one of those.
13 months.
Ooh.
In other words, I think we're looking at. Best case scenario. I think we're looking at 3 to 6 months. I'm hoping. From there.
Yeah.
So it's hard to make money and stuff. Everything's kind of dropping right now. People are kind of not being. It said that the bear market will. Whatever coins. All right, crypto kids. Here's a good piece of advice that I got today.
And of course, for legal reasons, this is a joke.
It's just a joke. This is just entertainment, man. I read something that made sense to me, and it said the bear market will shake out the pretenders, basically.
What do you mean by pretenders?
In other words, all these coins that have been hitting the market in the last 6 months to a year, people jumping on board. What people use in these coins will. I'm not saying they'll spike up and make a run, but they'll stay stronger. Like we talked about it earlier. There's certain cryptos that are going to be like blue chips. They're going to be the ones that people keep their money in.
So basically, this upcoming bear market, you're saying it's essentially, to use a biblical reference, to separate the wheat from the chaff of these crypto coins.
Yes.
So it's about to separate the small time stuff from the big time stuff.
Right. Pay attention to those that are hold strength during. Even though if it's like if everything goes down.
Yeah.
Low tide sinks all boats. High tide raises all boats.
Yeah.
So low tide. What cryptos lower the least?
Yes.
They will be the ones that you want to jump on board because they'll be the strongest coming out of the hole when we reach bottom.
Indeed.
And that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. That isn't anything I'm trying to convince anybody of. That makes sense.
Fair enough.
And there's a book in this house somewhere that talks about bear market strategies that I'm still looking for. But it basically...
Is that it up there?
It's a thin...
Oh, is it thinner than that?
It's a paperback.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I have to look through that.
That's fine. That's fine.
But it's green and it's old.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Alrighty. So, grand.
What I recommend people do, instead of getting on board, we are learning the dynamics related to bearish divergent bars. I would recommend from here on out.
Yes.
Unless you just want to throw a small amount at something, go for the fractal, the first outside fractal.
Got it.
That would be the entry for now. Because of the bear market. Because to try to buy something
on a bull bar,
on a bullish divergent bar that is under the 30 MA is very risky right now. Because everything is down. Is going down.
That's fine. Yeah. I can do that.
There you go. And I would recommend people keep an eye on Bitcoin because I'm curious. I'm so curious to see if Bitcoin becomes the digital gold hedge where people just buy something and hold on to it to
just blue chip it.
Just, or gold it. Mm-hmm. People buy gold because they don't like inflation. 7% inflation means that your income just got decreased by a minimum of 7% in value. That's a lot of money to people with big bankrolls. So what a lot of them will do is put that money in gold, because gold is what they call an inflation hedge. In other words, when the money devalues, the gold won't. So they may lose 7% based on their cash.
Sure.
But if they put that money in gold, they won't lose that 7%.
Fair enough.
So that's what that is. And I'm curious if Bitcoin is going to become the millennial gold inflation hedge what gold is to boomers.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
But we're only going to find out when the market finally rolls over and tanks.
Yeah.
Which is coming in the next
couple months,
30 to 90 days, I would say.
I'm calling it.
Legal reasons, this is a joke.
And for extra legal reasons, it's a joke. I'm calling it February 22nd of this year. 2022. 2022.
22.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Why? Why not?
Why not?
Fuck it.
And for every person
that's ever told me about being like a crypto astrologist, I'm like, you know what? If it works for you, that's fine. Be successful. How the fuck does the full moon have to do with the stock market?
All right.
Apparently that means it's a low. What? The fuck do you mean full moons mean it's low tide in the market? The fuck are you looking at? Anyway.
Easy trigger.
Some just popped up on my feed the other day. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what? You got your own house, it looks like. You're making your own money. I'm not going to drag it. Because clearly you have something set up that works. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, now, Gran, let's cap this off because I think I'm going to pass out. My head is getting fuzzy and I'm hot. So.
All right.
Grand stuff that we like a lot. The movie Chocolate from 2000 and, just 2000.
It's a very good movie.
It is so good. I want to live in that village. I want to work for that chocolate parlor. That would be my dream right there. That would be like one dream of mine is like to be in this, I don't know. I always have this idea in my...
You do have a lot of gypsy in you.
No shit. I traveled so much when I was a kid.
Yeah,
so
we did.
I just have this idea in my head about, I just have this little plot of land where I grow stuff, my own food, herbs and stuff, but I could also, have like, basically sell it to the nearby, the nearby quaint village. Oh, someone needs basil. I got your basil. Stuff like that.
I'd say the whole bookshop thing.
Yeah, this whole bookshop thing.
Except it's with chocolate.
Yes, with chocolate. Yes. And I just love it. It is so, it's such a nice movie. It's well acted. I find it's well directed. Johnny Depp is in it, and I'm like, ah. It took me a couple watches to watch that to realize Johnny Depp is playing an Irishman.
He's playing a gypsy.
No, he's got an Irish accent.
An Irish gypsy.
Yes. I don't know the backstory of Johnny Depp's character Rue, but sure. You know what? Yeah, sure.
And then they're like in France or something.
Yeah, they're in France, and the main character, Vianne, is she's half French, half South American.
Something.
Mm-hmm. And she's a chocolate maker because her mother is she was a chocolate maker from this village out in South America, and she just taught her daughter what she knew.
Right.
And whenever the north wind blew, that meant she had to go and move somewhere else. She had to go follow the north wind.
All right.
So,
get your thing, I guess.
Yeah, that is. Here's the thing. I'm not anti-chick flick per se. I just want them to be well written.
Right.
And so far, there's only been 2 actual chick flicks that I really, really like. Because I feel they're well written. I can enjoy it at any point of my life.
Yeah.
One is Chocolate.
Yeah.
And the other is Fried Green Tomatoes.
Okay.
That's it. So far.
They're very good.
Very. So, do you have a grand? Go see Chocolate.
Go see Chocolate. What else is she in?
Who?
Oh, the lady that's the main the protagonist in Chocolat. She's also in the Life of Dan.
I don't know. Life of Pi.
Can't remember.
I don't know. So.
You don't look like you're doing too well.
Not really.
All right, well.
Yeah.
We've covered enough ground. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm going to scratch that out later. All right. You good?
I'm good.
Yeah, so. All right. Well, that's it, folks. I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.